Hey YouTube creators, this is Francie with Created by Francie, and I'm kind of excited to show you some things today that I have finished up. I always seem to have projects that need to be finished, but these I wanted to get to the store that's opening next week, and that I'm putting some of my items in. So I had showed you some manatees and I have finished them. See the turtle in the back? That's not a manatee, but he's finished. I was attaching the head with those needles and he is finished. You know, I really like this turtle. It uses that bigger yarn, but I have to say I don't know, I guess it's because you can hug it, you know. Yeah, so maybe bigger stuffed animals are nice, but they're more expensive. You know, I'd have to charge, I don't know, $35, $40 for this. So, but I do love it. Oh, I love it. He's going to be donated, or she, I don't know. Let's say it's a she, so it lays eggs, right? She's going to be donated to the store that's opening next week as one of the prizes. And I really hope the store owner likes it, because I love it. And if she doesn't like it, I'll keep it. Okay, I've finished my manatees, so let's look at those. Here's the first one. This one I just had to attach these two things. So this is this manatee. And there's the tail. And it kind of cups in. So it's made on both sides. And, you know, like you could actually stuff it, you know, like it's actually probably like a little ball. Yeah. So that's the first one. It's okay. Oh, I didn't add black stuff on its nose. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to do that or just let it go. I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to get things packed up and so I can go. So I don't know. All right, and then the next one was this one. This one I remember is by Club Crochet. I did buy his pattern, and there's also a video as well that he walks you through the patterns. I joined Club Crochet for $5. And I think it's worth it. You know, it takes a lot of time to make these patterns. This is not made by the guy who does Club Crochets, but if you go there, it tells you who does it. It's another popular crocheter. It's a male, that's all I remember. But he does a lot of creatures and mystical things, and he's had a couple books too. So when they do theirs, I do notice they try to make them very lifelike, and so that's what this manatee is. It's also called a sea cow, and another word that starts with a D. So maybe the manatees in one area don't look the same as they do in other areas. I don't know. There's always different species of every time, but this is the one I'm going to donate. I think it's the most realistic one, so that's that one. Then we have the cute manatee, right? And here she is. Is that not cute? She's got a sea star there, a big one. And with hers, I did change the pattern a little bit. I bought this pattern off of Etsy. I didn't like how they did the thing, and you know, I'm not there yet as far as writing a pattern or designing a tail, or so I just did this and I attached it. So it's not a big thing like this one where it's like two-sided. It's just like an applique. So, and I just made a circle, half circle, and that's its tail, but I think it works. And then I had two other stars on the back. I like this one. This one's gonna be put for sale. So I like that one. So I finished those three up. So one is a donation, the turtle's a donation, and I finished this little octopus. This one's a donation. And then the other two manatees, will go in my inventory. So I'm only adding 2 more things to my inventory. So that's all right. I need to get business cards printed. I really need to get tags printed, because what we do is we put the tags on the item, and yeah. All right, so this week I also did a crocheting class with 10 teenagers, and it is interesting. It is so hard to teach crochet because there's so much to it. You have to learn how to hold your needle correctly. You have to learn how to hold the yarn that's comfortable for you. So I can't teach that. We can show them over and over and over, but it's really, they have to learn their own technique. And many want to just give up. And well, another thing I did notice too is they all crochet very tightly, and I crochet very tightly too. So anyway, I did start them with the yarn from Premier. So let's talk about that. This Posh yarn from Premier, the Big Twist Posh. So at this point, when I first saw this at Joann's, I didn't think this was the yarn everyone was talking about because it's so thin. Okay, so I thought this doesn't compare to the Parfait yarn, and I don't have any Parfait right handy. This doesn't compare to that. It's a lot thinner. So everything you make is going to be a lot smaller. I do want to make some sea turtles with this and see how they come out. The only thing I have made are little octopuses, so I like them. You know, they're cute, squishy. So I have that purple one, this pink one, and I made a yellow one. This pattern's all from Jade. She has several different octopus patterns. So this is the Posh yarn. It says it's a weight of 5, and you use a size L crochet hook. I've been using, I think, a 5.5 to do the amigurumis. An L is an 11 or an 8. They said 11 or 8. It looks like. So, but when we're making amigurumi, we go smaller. So, oh, okay, here's some Parfait. Here's Parfait Chunky. And then here's this yarn. It is a lot, not a lot, but it's smaller. And it's not, it doesn't have that soft, fuzzy feel like the Parfait. But a lot of people don't like the Parfait because it shreds. This one will shred eventually if you're using it over and over. Like when we were doing things over and over, it started, I just had to cut it off and tell them to start with a fresh piece. So, so here's the purple. In my, I don't know my next video, but one of my videos I want to talk about one of my Christmas presents, which was a yarn winder. So I was trying to wind up this whole thing, and my winder couldn't hold it. This is as much as it could hold. So I just cut it off, and I'll use this for probably nothing like a huge project because I didn't keep it connected. But I will, octopuses, sea turtles, you know, that's the kind of stuff I can do with that. So let me show you all the colors that I have. We've got the yellow, and I know other people have done these videos, green. This is like, I would call it a light pink or peach, light peach. That'd be a good skin tone color. Mint. This isn't the names they've given them. This is like, I would say a brown. It's not the colors that they have, but this is a tan. So I would do like the sea turtle's heads, you know, like that. With that, I could also do sea turtle with the darker one. And we have the light blue. And some people were saying, you know, they didn't have many colors. I think they have a lot of colors. We have a darker blue, good for whales. We have white, of course. And then a kind of oranges, the peaches orange. Now, they don't have like a deep orange. So, of course, they could add more colors, but I think it started out really good. I still like, you know, I like to use, I still like using this for things. It's not like I'm going to switch over and never use anything else. I don't think I would do that. I do have my favorites. Recently, since I started those lovelies, there's a Parfait Chanel or something like that. I ordered that and I love that yarn. So that yarn is really cool. So one thing I had my students do is make a stingray. So this is a stingray. We didn't follow the pattern exactly. What I did is I had them sew, you make 2 pieces, and I had them sew back and forth versus crocheting the single crochet around. So, you know, it's not as neat as it could be. This will be just in my classroom. But several of them were able to make it and be successful. And several have just taken off and are finding patterns and videos and making their own stuff. So I'm really excited that they've learned, they're excited about it, and it's kind of neat to see somebody else make something. All right, so did I show you guys these earrings my daughter made me? Isn't that cute? They're little balls of yarn. She works with clay. She's an artist and she likes to work with sculptures. Anyway, all right, so I don't want to make this video forever. I'm going to show you one more thing. You know this big yarn that I've been attracted to? This is from Hobby Lobby. It was 30% off. So see these two colors? I'm gonna make a blanket for one of my daughters, and I think I'm gonna do the hand knitting and see how it turns out. Hopefully I'll get it done by March for her birthday. So I'm gonna give it a try, and see what happens. And the frustration was that it's when you pull the loops with your fingers, getting all the loops the same. So that's, you know, that's always something that takes practice. Thank you so much for watching. And you know, I get excited about this and I need to share it with somebody, and who else but YouTube, I suppose, because not everybody wants to sit and listen to the things that you crochet. I think I'm interested in making a vision board for the summer, because the summer is where I will have more time to make videos and also more time to crochet. So I want to put things on there that I'm going to crochet. I showed you that book last week about with the dragon, and I did start the dragon. I had to go have a stress test. So this is the bottom of the body, and see, it makes that cone. A lot of people complain about that, but I'm thinking once I stuff it, it will be okay. So the only way to get rid of that, I could have changed how I started. I think she started with 6. I could have started with 8. So I did change a few things in the pattern. This person chains 1 and like slip stitches and starts the new row. I don't do that. I just continue around. So that's the one thing I've changed with her pattern, and we'll see how it happens. It's gonna have a lot of parts to sew on, and but I love this red. It's a nice deep red. And everyone's making that nice sleepy dragon, and I like that too. I'd like to make one too, but for now I wanted to try something different and not do what everybody else is doing. So I'm trying a different dragon, and hopefully I'll have that to show you all before too long. Thanks again for subscribing. I'm almost to 500 subscribers, so I'm very excited about that. I had a YouTube channel, well, it's still out there, about well, it's basically about bringing joy to others and camping in a van, and I've done van conversions and gone camping, and so I had that, but that just didn't take off very well. Plus, I don't have time to camp and stuff like that, so it's hard to always have content. If I was living in the van and driving around and doing craft shows, would that not be ideal? That would combine 2 of my passions. And I've tried to find somebody who does that on YouTube, but I can't find anybody who does that. And so I'm thinking, you know, retire, find big craft shows to go to, and you go and stay there in your van and go to the craft show for 2 or 3 days, make some money, and then drive off to the next one. And then in between, you're seeing sights. Sounds like a good idea. Who knows? Maybe I will do it eventually. All right, so I'm going to close out this video. I think I've mentioned everything I want to talk about. Thank you so much again for watching. I've said it several times, but I'm so excited. I'm almost to 500 subscribers. I am going to try and start showing you guys how to do things, like the magic circle with different types of yarn, how frustrating that is, and maybe do different stitches. I can't do a whole pattern if it's somebody else's pattern. Though I'm wondering if I could do a tutorial with free patterns. I don't know. I mean, if the pattern's free, then it's already out there. I'm just showing you how to put it together. I think that would be okay. So I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble for doing something you're not supposed to do. And how do you even know if you can do that or not? I know doing somebody else's pattern would not be right, because then you all would see the pattern and you need to purchase it. But a free pattern is a free pattern, or a pattern of my own, of course. So, all right, but I can show you how I do things, or maybe how I adjust certain things and certain stitches. We can do stuff like that. So, how to sew pieces on, how to put the eyes in, that kind of stuff. Color changes, I can show you how I do it. So, all right, thank you again for subscribing and for watching, and I hope my channel brings you some joy, and I hope you like the things I show you, and I will see you in the next video.